Over the past few days, I've been thinking about what would my credit card setup be like if I was not a traveler? Well, I can tell you right now, I would not have the American Express Platinum card and not even the American Express Gold card because they wouldn't make any sense. I will say that if I was not traveling, I would have an all cash back setup. I would be maximizing my spend on cashback cards and then using that cash back most likely to invest with or to just save for a rainy day. I took that thought process a little bit further though. I thought to myself, in going down this road, what would be the setup that would have the least amount of friction possible? And what I mean by the least amount of friction, I mean things like I would not use any annual fee cards. So my setup would have to be no annual fee cards only. And if I wanted to take it a step further, it would be cards that I already have. So I'm not having to apply for a new card. So in today's video, I want to talk with you all about what would my all cashback setup be with only the cards that I currently have, and they all have no annual fee. Let's dive in. So, this is going to cover like my normal monthly spend. What I mean by that is just the normal life expenses like groceries, dining, utilities, uh, gas, internet, wireless, online shopping, all those things. And then, of course, also all of the non category stuff as well. So, first and foremost is going to be groceries. Next to my mortgage, my grocery bill is the highest spend category. I don't dine out a lot, so groceries would definitely be it. So the card I would use for my groceries is actually I could use four different cards because they would all do the same thing for me. And I know you all are surprised at that, but the four cards I have in my arsenal right now that would get me the same amount of points or cash back would be these four right here. The US Bank Cash Plus Visa card, the City Double Cash card, the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards card, and my First National Bank of Omaha Evergreen card. The US Bank Cash Plus, the City Double Cash, the First National Bank of Omaha, and the BOA Customized Cash Rewards card all get 2x or 2% back on groceries. And I know you all are wondering why I would use these cards when I have cards that I could do better with. We're going to talk about that in a second. But these cards would all get me either 2x or 4x, or either 2x or 2% on my grocery spend. So, what about dining out? So, dining out is next on the list of expenses, and not my next spend category, but it's the next category we're going to talk about. And for my dining out spend, it would be my City Custom Cash card. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, John, why would you use the City Custom Cash for dining out when your grocery spend is so much more? That's because of where I shop for groceries at Walmart neighborhood markets. City does not give anything more than one, or in this case, 2 points for spend at Walmart neighborhood markets. They recognize it as a grocery store, but they do not. But because it has Walmart in the name, they basically told me to go pound sand. So that's why I would use any of these four cards for groceries, but this would be my dining card because it gets 5% back on dining as one of the categories. The next category we'll talk about is, and I'm just referring to some notes here on my screen. Let's talk online shopping. So my online shopping card would actually be my Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards card. And the reason why is because one of the 3% categories that you can choose on this card is online shopping. And I do online shopping pretty much every month. And this card gets 3% cash back on online shopping purchases, and darn near everything I do online codes as online shopping according to Bank of America. So I pull this card out when I'm purchasing online, uh, online shopping. Next would be gas. What card would I use for gas? I don't. My gas expenses are not very much because I work from home full time, so my gas spend is pretty low. For my gas spend, I would use my City Double Cash card because it would get me 2% back on gas when making that purchase, and nothing else I have in this setup would get me more than that 2%. So it'd be my Double Cash card. Now, what about internet? So internet would be my US Bank Cash Plus Visa card. Reason being is because one of the 5% categories of the two that you choose each quarter for this card is internet. And I do spend, not a lot, but I spend a fair amount for internet every month. And so it would be one of the 5% categories on this card that I choose. And this rolls into the next topic, which is utilities. I would also put all of my utilities on the US Bank Cash Plus Visa card. And actually, I do that right now because most of my utilities don't accept Amex. So my utilities go on this card because it is another 5% category. And actually, where I live, the city does not provide trash service. So we have to actually purchase our own trash service from competitors. And so that also is part of the utilities category. So I get 5% for my trash service as well that I hire. Next would be wireless service. So my phone. So my phone service is through Google Fi. And for my wireless service, I would basically put it on my double cash card. Again, 2% flat on everything. Uh, I could also put that on my Evergreen card as well, but I would probably put it on the City Double Cash card. And next but not least would be everything else, like all non-category spend. And for all non-category, I would most likely use either my double cash card or my Evergreen First National Bank of Omaha 2% card. Because the Evergreen card is, in case you didn't know, is a 2% cash back on everything. It's basically the City Double Cash. So I could use this card for all non-category spend, or these two cards for all non-category spend. Uh, so that's all I have. That's all of my normal monthly spending that I do. What do you all think about this setup? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Also, too, if you like this video and have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel if you want. It takes a second to do. It's free and it helps get my channel visible to more people just like yourself. I thank you ahead of time. Also, too, I do have channel memberships available as well. It is $1.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. Right now, I am making members only videos. I'm dropping them about once every other week. Those videos will stay paywalled. It's a bit spicier content than what I want out on the general YouTube. So that those videos will stay behind the paywall. Also, too, there are other ways to support me as well. There are links down in the description below, either referral links for cards, or you can also buy me a coffee through Ko-Fi. If you do any of those things, please message me and let me know so I can thank you personally. And now that we're done, I want you all to please be good to each other, okay? And be respectful to each other, all right? And until next time, bye for now.